Wake me up when September ends, you guys. We're doing a Fenrir guide today. This man's got a toilet bowl on his shoulders and hair straight out of 2003, and his fear toxin is for you and me, dog. Please someone explain to me what this thing is on his shoulders. It could be neck protection like the old leather necks, or he could just be a huge R. Kelly fan. I really don't know what this is. But I digress. Today we're going over the loadout, the lore, and a lively demonstration on how to use this dude. Because honestly, I don't even think Ubisoft is putting out the right stuff for him. I found a completely different way to play him, and I'll sprinkle in some tidbits here and there about things you could do with Fenrir that the community hasn't really even caught on to yet. Let's start with the loadout. For primary weapons, he's got the MP7 and the sausage. And to be honest, I didn't like either of these on the original operators that they came out with, but I really didn't like the sausage, okay? But there's going to be a shotgun buff coming up in about 1 week that's going to make this way more viable, because the MP7 feels like Fenrir doesn't have any combat experience. And that's because he technically doesn't. He's a scientist that is driven by his immense guilt to get out and go get into a firefight, which is crazy, and crazy irresponsible for the people at Rainbow Six to be letting him do this, but that's what they want to do, so we're going to roll with it. For secondaries, we got the Bailiff and the USG, and I'll tell you what, with the versatility that Fenrir has and the ability to make rotates, I mean, you obviously have to take the Bailiff. It doesn't do a ton of damage, but if you're right on the other side of the wall of a fear toxin, you could definitely make it work. He's got the barbed wire and the bulletproof camera, and I mean, with the way that this character can control the map, having that barbed wire helps with all these sound cues, and you can open up gigantic pieces of the map. I truly believe a good Fenrir player can hold down an entire half of a floor just by himself, even with the entire enemy team coming in. Lightning round on the fear toxin, okay? You got 5 total fear toxins you can put out. You can only activate 3 at a time. If one gets broken, then you can't activate another one with it. So if it gets shot out, then you're kind of out of luck. But if it's not activated, it's bulletproof, and someone has to use like a grenade or explosive or something to do that, which I have literally in the last 3 months of playing this character have never seen anyone do. So basically the only time they can be destroyed is when they're open, and you can close them and open them up later. A lot of people are really confused about this, and most Fenrir players, even if they're really good at high ranks, are just throwing out 3, setting up the traps, and forgetting about the other 2. But I disagree with that motion, and I will show you by the end of this video what I think you should do with those extra 2 traps. By the way, did you catch the little bit of a hint that Ubisoft gave us in the bio saying that he might actually be a bad guy working with Deimos? I'm excited to see what that turns out to be. Let me know in the comments what you think it is. Let's get back. Let's talk about gadget placement, because you have so many options as Fenrir. You could literally put 5 of these on one door, only activate 3 still, but you could put 5 down. Or you could put them all over the map. You could put them in certain portions of the map, or you could put them all inside of the bomb. You can anchor. Some people are always going, is Fenrir an anchor or is he map control? But like, let's be honest, he's definitely map control. You should be playing him that way because you could retake the bomb pretty easily, because you could hold a huge portion of the map. Think like a cross between Frost, Capkin, and Legion. I mean, he's kind of better than all of those guys, especially Legion right now, but after the buff, that may change. We'll see. If you're not totally sure what map control is, make sure to check out the link in the description. I made a map control video. This is going to give everyone from beginner to advanced a big knowledge on map control. But right now, let's just talk about where to put the gadgets. So I like to put the gadgets anywhere that it makes sense, that it makes it difficult for the attacker to look at you and hit the gadget at the same time. Remember, you want that gadget to be inside where they have to actually walk through, and they can't safely shoot it out from outside of a window or outside of a door or wherever they are. You want them to come be exposed before they ever have a chance to actually shoot out the gadget. Imagine a very annoying Fenrir player like myself. I've put a Fenrir trap up above your head, and now you have to bring your cursor or your joystick or whatever all the way up to the top while I'm shooting at you. You've got to choose between me and the Fenrir trap, which either means that you're going to be blind or you're going to be looking in the wrong place. My favorite thing about Legion when he was out is that you could tell where the traps went off, and you could tell your team immediately where they were at the moment that they got a debuff, and they got rid of that for whatever reason, but then they allow Fenrir to do that, which is crazy. But I want you to think about this when you're playing Fenrir. I want you to think about, I could put barricades up for sound cues, I could put barbed wire down, I could put the Fenrir traps and know exactly where they're coming from, you get so much intel and you can control a map better than any other operator in the entire game. This is a very exciting operator. It's also probably the reason that he's getting banned so much. At first, I really thought he's a new character. People don't know how to play him. They don't know how to play against him. They would rather him just not be in the game, but honestly, he is one of the most difficult people to play against, and we might see a debuff coming here soon. Okay, warning, I'm about to give you something a little controversial, something that Ubisoft did not design this character to do. Obviously, he's got 5 traps and only 3 can be activated at one time, and really it's just a balancing thing. And they probably thought giving him 3 was too little, but 5 was too much, and so now you can only activate 3 at a time. But I'm telling you right now that if you put 3 where you're trying to control the map and 2 inside of the bomb, you can deactivate the 3 that you've been maintaining map control with and activate the 2 inside of the bomb to retake the bomb. Imagine this, not only are they blind now, out of nowhere, they have no idea where you came from, and now you know where they are too, so retaking the bomb becomes super easy. Now, I haven't really pulled this off a whole lot as Fenrir, but that's usually because I'm cutting off an entire side of the map, and just playing them in general at the level that I'm playing makes it nearly impossible for anyone to kind of really do anything on offense anyways. But I know for a fact this has worked. I've done it a few times, and in the rare case that I'm the only one left and I have to retake the bomb, it's so great to have those traps activated and inside of the bomb. I know where they are. It's just a super powerful thing for this character, and Ubisoft didn't really intend for them to be that way. But that's the way it is. So let me give you one last little tidbit here, because I'd like to keep these videos short and sweet. You can basically put these anywhere that the face is exposed. I really like this position on Villa underneath this bench when they come up from the stairs. They have to do a complete 360 to shoot it, and it leaves them so vulnerable from the hallway. I just absolutely adore this positioning. If you guys want more on Fenrir, I swear to God I could talk about this character for 2 hours. Leave in the comments if you want a part 2, or if you'd rather me do an operator that you play a little bit more often. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you're enjoying the content or you want more. And keep shooting straight, folks. I'll see you out there.